everybody, welcome to this channel. Mr. Bad Boy, always back with another reaction video. So if you're first time to this channel, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and join Mr. Bad Boy for reaction. So today we have a new video. Gonna react to this video. Russian has tested the biggest and the armored tank in the world. So the biggest tested their biggest and armored tank in the world. So the biggest and armored tank in the world made by a Russian. So let's check this video. Let's react to it, guys. So let's go.
The past 100 years is filled with
Oh,
insane
this
tanks,
weird
starting
tank.
with France's fearsome Char 2C in the early 1920s and ending with the highly capable M1 Abrams battle tank in service
Cool.
today. Tanks have become a fixture of the modern battlefield, and these are the biggest tanks ever conceived. Our review breaks down these tanks, comparing their weight, size, and armaments. Although some of the tanks described in the video were eventually built, other designs, like the Land Cruiser P1000 ROT, were just too crazy to exist. Looking at just its sheer specifications, it's hard to imagine any engineer honestly believing such a tank could be possible. The Land
Whoa.
Cruiser would have weighed 1,000 tons, or the
Oh,
equivalent of
1,000
16
tons.
modern Abrams tanks, with 30% of that weight coming from munitions alone. It would have also been powered by two German U-boat engines, giving the Land Cruiser 16,000 horsepower. With that much power, this metal monstrosity could still travel roughly 25 miles per hour.
Whoa.
Of course, Germany never made the Land Cruiser since it was too easy a target for aerial assaults.
Yeah, it
But that
will be
doesn't stop
slow.
us from
It will be
listing
easy
some of the
to
most
hit
peculiar
the
tanks.
tank.
We unveil
It
some
will
of the
be easy
tanks that are
target
too
if
weird
it's
to
so
live
big.
and too rare to make into World of Tanks. For example, a tank as tall as a 3-story building, or with 3 wheels instead of tracks.
Most powerful tanks ever
TOG-2.
built.
The TOG-2 was the evolution of the British tank known as the TOG-1,
TOG-2.
conceived based on the notion that rough terrain and challenging conditions similar to World War I would require a heavier duty machine. The diesel V12 powered tank never made it out of the prototype stage after World War II evolved in such a way it was deemed unnecessary. Churchill Crocodile. The Churchill Crocodile was a
Churchill
flamethrower
Crocodile.
tank of the late Second
Churchill.
World War. Hailing from Britain, the clue is in the name. It was a variant of the Churchill Mark VII. The Churchill was a specialized armored vehicle developed under Major General Percy Hobart. Like a number of strangely modified vehicles operated by the United Kingdom's 79th Armored Division, they were informally known as Hobart's Funnies. The Churchill could hold 400 imperial gallons of fuel, and paired with the
Whoa.
compressed nitrogen propellant, meant there was enough for 80 one-second bursts. The flamethrower itself had a range of up to 120
This tank can
yards.
shoot fire, you know?
T-30 heavy tank. The T-30 was an American-made
T-30,
heavy tank
American
that saw
tank.
limited action due to its development concluding as the end of World War II drew near. Weighing in at 145,000 pounds, the T-30 was fitted with a massive 155mm main gun, with 2 machine guns offering support. Essentially a stillborn design, the T-30 would have been a brute in wartime
T-30
exercises.
was powerful tank.
T-28 super tank. In yet another
T-28.
instance of a massive
This is
tank
another.
being completed in prototype form,
This one
but
is
never
huge.
making it to the battlefield. The T-28 super tank owns the title of being the largest
tank
tank ever
looks-
developed for the US military. Believing
like,
such a machine was needed to
you know,
defeat Hitler's
turtle.
armies, it measured 36 feet long and weighed 95 tons loaded. Panzer VIII Moss. The Panzer
Panzer.
VIII Moss was another German tank that may
German,
have
yeah.
been big and bad, but it was also seriously heavy.
This one is
Though the brute weighed in
huge.
at almost 200 tons, it was also too heavy to reach anything approaching a cruise speed and would have a
Yeah,
hard time
heavy
crossing
tanks,
most
they are
bridges.
not so
Only
good.
2
It's
prototypes
not
were
good to
built
build
before Germany
heavy
was overrun.
tanks because
Leopard
there will
2.
be trees on the
Leopard
way
2
and
is a main
it will
battle
be
tank
easy
developed
target
by
for the
Krauss
enemy.
Maffei in the 1970s for the
Germany,
West German Army.
Leopard.
The primary armament for
The
production
Germans have
versions
built
the
a lot
Leopard
of
2
tanks
is
too.
The Rheinmetall 120mm smoothbore gun. A 7.62mm machine gun is paired with the cannon. The gun is fully stabilized and can fire a variety of types of rounds, such as the German anti-tank round, which is able to penetrate 22 inches of steel armor at a range of 1.5 miles, and the German multi-purpose anti-tank projectile. Also, the Leopard 2 is equipped with 2 machine guns. The tank uses multi-layer armor throughout the design. The armor consists of a combination of steel plates
Whoa.
of different hardness, elastic materials,
Whoa.
and other non-metallic materials. The frontal arc of the Leopard 2's
This
armor
tank
is
is
designed
smart.
to withstand large-caliber kinetic energy penetrators and shaped charge projectiles.
Wow,
The tank
that's
is
a
equipped
beautiful
with
tank. Huh?
1500 horsepower liquid-cooled V12 twin-turbo diesel engine. Megatron Challenger 2. The British-built Challenger 2,
Megatron
sometimes referred
Challenger
to as
2,
Megatron, is a
built
large,
by the
successful
British.
brute that is known for being heavily fortified against enemy fire, thanks to a robust Chaban armor system. The Challenger 2 has done tours in the Balkans and Operation Iraqi Freedom, but a speed machine it is not. It can only reach 37 miles per hour.
That poor car.
M1 Abrams. The M1
Abrams.
Abrams is perhaps the most recognized
Abrams.
of US tank
Abrams.
models, given it
Famous
remains in service to
Abrams.
this day. It is one of the heaviest tanks still in active service, weighing in at an impressive
Yeah.
68 tons. It may be an old dog by this point.
I
but it's
don't
still
like
an
it actually.
incredibly
I don't
effective
like the
machine on the
design
battlefield.
of it,
A
and
big reason why
I
it
think
hasn't
it's
been
very
replaced.
slow.
Leclerc main battle tank. The Leclerc is one of the better recognized
France.
French tanks, a 60-ton beast that can maneuver better than its weight might suggest. Featuring a novel armor system to help protect against a variety of artillery, the Leclerc isn't seen much outside of France, aside from the roughly 400 deployed by the UAE.
France are not good
Char
at
2C.
tanks.
The Char
They are
2C
good
gave
at
France
perfumes.
one of the only functioning super heavy tanks in the world, as it actually made it off the drawing board and into battle. Featuring a German-built V12, it weighed 69 tons fully loaded. Like so many others, the tank was simply too big, making fast maneuvers difficult and becoming an easy target for enemy factions. And finally, the highlight of our video, SAR tank.
Largest tank,
Or
T-SAR
why the
tank.
largest tank in
Oh,
history
okay.
failed
It's
to
like
reach
the
the front
same,
line in the
the
middle
same
of
name
World
of
War
the
I.
T-SAR bomb.
Russian engineers envisioned
So
building
this
a
is
tank
the
at the height
Russian.
of a
This is
three-story
what we are
house
looking for.
with built-in guns able to reduce entire fortresses to dust. This project saw the
Whoa,
light
this
of day
is a
in the
very
spring of
weird,
1915
weird
in the village
looking
of
tank.
Oryadevo, near Moscow. A random passerby would have been shocked to see this metal monster. 3 stories high, 60 feet long, 40 feet wide. Due to its menacing
Russians,
appearance and
man.
formidable
The
arsenal on
Russians
board,
are always
the beast was
special.
nicknamed the
Look
SAR
what
tank.
they are. They
The heart
build
of the
it.
new weapon was to be an aircraft engine capable of accelerating the 3-wheeled monster to 10 miles per hour over rough terrain. At the same
Crazy.
time, the hull was to be lined with steel armor, and the gun
Crazy
slots equipped with
Russians,
2
man.
76.2 millimeter cannons, each armed with 60 shells.
This is a very
Soon,
cool
the first and only
looking.
prototype of a 60-ton
actually,
machine was ready. It was an attractive vehicle with a huge chassis carriage, steel armor, and a
space
phalanx of the
tank
most
armor.
advanced guns of the time inside the hull. A 15-man crew was needed to control the 60-ton
Wow.
monster. Even then,
This
it
is a
never managed
monster,
to
huh?
roll away from its production
This is a
site.
very
However,
weird
the first
looking
tests were
monster
unsuccessful.
with
The
those
SAR tank's rear
2
roller
big
got stuck in the
wheels.
ground as soon as the vehicle came off its supporting base and could not be budged. The problem turned out to be an
Amazing.
error in the calculations. There was too much load on the rear, effectively driving it
Whoa.
into the ground. The project was sent for revision, but the revolution of 1917 sealed its fate. As a consequence, the SAR tank steel giant was left rusting in the middle of a forest, before being dismantled and transported to the museum in 1923.
This is
We hope
very
you enjoyed
cool
the video.
looking
What impressed you the most? Leave your
army
answers in the
weapon
comments.
right
If you
there,
liked the video,
man.
do
Made
not
by
forget to
the Russians.
subscribe to the channel and turn on
Russians,
the
they are
notification so that you will be
always
the first to
special,
know
always
when
coming
new is
with a
released.
new
Thank you for
design,
watching.
new
See you
ideas.
soon.
Amazing, man. So this is the end of the videos. Shows all those tanks from different countries. They look the same beside the Russian tank, the biggest tank in the world. The design is so special, man. I'm amazed, man. Those 2 big wheels. Wow, this is like. This is a design from old time. Imagine what can Russian do right now. You can create and design some crazy trucks and tanks and weapons. Wow. So this is the end of the video. This is the end of my reaction. If you like the video, like and share and leave a comment so I will see you in the next video. Before we go, if you have any more videos you want me to react to them, leave a link to your favorite video in the comments, so we'll choose the video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Take care.